As believers, we are called to reflect the sacred relationship between Christ and His church in our marriages. This profound connection is not merely a suggestion, it is a divine blueprint that should guide our every interaction. Ephesians 5:21 beckons us to submit to one another out of reverence for Christ. But what does this submission truly entail? It is an invitation to mutual respect and love, where both partners honor the divine roles assigned to them. The Bible describes a wife as a helpmeet for her husband, paralleling the church's role in relation to Christ. Hence the terms bride and body to describe the church, the same terms used to describe a wife relative to her husband. Yet, how often do we distort this beautiful imagery? We preach about a wife's submission but often impose conditions that are absent in our relationship with God. James 4:7 calls us to submit to God without preconditions, yet we hesitate to extend this same grace to our husbands. We often blame husbands for a rebellious wife. It's always because he's not a leader, not providing enough, or not making her feel good about herself. Moreover, we must challenge the notion that a husband must first exalt his wife for her to submit. 1 Peter 5:6 reminds us that humility before God is paramount, after which comes exaltation. When we reverse this order, we risk creating a cycle of discontent and disappointment. Many wives even feel violated at the thought of being humble before a man. If we treated our relationship with Christ the way many wives treat their husbands, we would abandon our faith at the first sign of struggle. The staggering reality that 80% of divorces are initiated by wives should provoke deep reflection. Are we mirroring the unconditional principles of Scripture? Or have we turned our marriages into the latest season of The Price is Right? As we seek to honor God's design for marriage, let us embrace the roles of submission and leadership with grace. May our relationships thrive as we commit to the biblical principles that bring life, joy, and fulfillment. Let us strive to embody the love of Christ in our marriages, for in doing so, we reflect the very heart of God.